Hey everybody, so today is my 2 months on testosterone. If you saw earlier today, I posted a video of me actually giving myself my first injection. I've been on T though for 2 months. I started with androgel and now for 2 weeks I've been on injections. So today I'm going to do an update video like I always do every week, and you might think it's silly to do a weekly update, but I really do see like so many changes within myself every week, and I want to be able to remember that, and I want to be able to share that with other people and just bring it into view. People need to understand, people who care about, us as trans individuals, especially for transitioning, need to have a better understanding. I know that I get asked a lot of questions, and I know that for me, before I started physically transitioning, it meant so much to me to be able to look at videos of other people's updates and to really just see what people go through. So let's go through it. So muscle and body hair, I would say, are the two biggest changes that I've seen overall at this point within 2 months. So with muscle, I'm not even doing anything, and these traps are just like, hello. I've worked really hard on that, and to start to get this real indentation, which I know the lighting sucks today, I'm sorry, on the collarbone, and my biceps are bigger. I'm starting to have one rounded muscle as opposed to just the tiniest little bump or two bumps in random places. I've definitely gotten more broad in my shoulders, and my back has really actually seen a ton of change. I never had the proper indentation at my spine. I didn't. I've definitely thinned out a little bit as well, which I want, so that's cool, even though that's not what my main goal is right now. But yeah, the macro diet and the working out, the exercises and the weights that I've been doing, even though I've gotten injured, and so I'm going through PT and, working with lesser weights, I'm still seeing changes, even though they might not be as exaggerated, or not exaggerated, but as big as I would hope. Body hair. So if you've seen other videos of my updates, I have this blonde fuzz that is now actual hair that is growing that I can see in the light on my upper arms and my upper thighs, and it's now really exciting. It's moving down to my forearms and a little bit lower on my legs. The dark hair that I already had on my body is getting longer. I've actually considered trimming the leg hair a little bit until the more hair grows back, because it just looks really weird to have this patch of long hair and then the rest of it is blonde and almost non-existent. It's going to be impossible to see in the light here. You can maybe see a shadow, but there is dark brown hair that's growing here, and under my chin it's actual brown hair that I can pull, and it's really hard to see without the lighting, but if you look at my social media, there's on my Instagram and stuff, you'll see better pictures with better lighting. The problem is these windows are huge, and I'm not dressed right now, so I don't want to open those so that way everybody in the world can see me. So, but yeah, I have this blonde hair that's growing basically all along here. My eyebrows had a lot of hair missing up top, and they really are filling in. I do hope that they eventually get a little bit thicker here, but I'm already grateful that that's happening. And my underarms are really dark, super hairy. You can't even tell how dark they are from, again, the lighting. Sorry about that. What else? Hair on my head. other than my haircut, which is like a little messy right now because I just did like my resting day workout. My hair is just growing like ultra fast, but it's not oily, really. So moving on, voice. So yeah, my voice has like dropped, but it's still fluctuating constantly, and I have yet to have a day where it's gone back to as deep as it was. If you see my first voice drop video, you'll see really how deep my voice got, and it was like that for a couple days, and then of course fluctuated, and it just fluctuates constantly, like, I mean, throughout the day, like, and I thought for a while there was a pattern of I would wake up with a deeper voice and it would get sort of like higher and higher as the day went on, but then like yesterday, right before I went to bed, was when my voice was at its deepest. Today it's a little deeper, and I'm happy about that, especially because it's a celebratory day. Skin. So I hear so much about, and I see so much of, this issue of acne and oily skin. I'm super lucky in the sense that I have not really experienced that at all. My skin is just pretty much just as soft as usual. I'm sticking to the routine that I shared, at the beginning of my transition. If you go way back in my videos, I shared what I do for my skin. I have a condition called keratosis pilaris, which I've had ever since I was really little. That has definitely gotten better as I've gotten older. But it basically, my skin is like naturally dry, so I've never, knock on wood, I've never had real issues with acne. I can get zits and stuff, especially around my cycle, which is slowing down. On to the next thing. My cycle's not over, but it's the last cycle that I had came a week and a half early. It was the lightest it's ever been in my whole life. It only lasted 4 or 5 days, which is really short for me. And it was just, yeah, I definitely see improvement with that. Sweat, I'm just sweating so much. I mean, I woke up 2 nights ago, or actually no, I think it was yesterday morning I woke up and I completely sweat through my shirt. It was disgusting. I couldn't even believe it. I've maybe done that 3 times in my life because I was ultra sick or something, and I wasn't sick. I felt totally fine. I was just so hot. I've definitely noticed that the hot flashes are back. When I first started tea, I had really bad hot flashes for a while, and it seemed to calm down. But now that I'm doing injections, I think it's probably because I'm doing a higher dose. I do have some days where I feel intensely hot. I'm already thinking about an air conditioner. Odors, obviously because I'm sweating a lot, smell terrible unless I use really strong deodorant. I'm starting to apply it maybe 2 to 3 times a day, so I might have to switch to something stronger, which I definitely said in several updates ago, and I never did because I don't like to waste things, and so now I have this product and I feel like I need to just use it until it's gone. What else? Growth. I did notice, if any family members or people who are skeevy about whatever's going, just stop watching now. Growth down yonder, slightly bigger now. I just noticed 2 days ago. It's ever so slight. I really just had the bigger growth initially from the androgel, which is interesting. I actually heard that androgel is really good for growth down south, and injections are really good for growth facial up north, so that's interesting, and I'm definitely seeing that happening, but there was definitely a little bit of growth, and the urine odor is still super strong and pungent. I hate it, but there's nothing I can do about it. What else? Mood. My mood is, pretty stable. I do feel there were a couple days where I was rather anxious, but I had a lot of things to be anxious about, so I don't know if it's necessarily tied in. Sleep-wise, I definitely have more energy. Even though I'm saying I'm exhausted, I'm still, 12 o'clock last night, I was totally, wide awake. So, I mean, I'm definitely able to push myself in that regard, although it's not good because of my headaches. So I do want to mention my headache updates. So for those who follow me or know me personally, you know that I have new daily persistent headache, which is NDPH. It is a chronic illness of headaches. So I have constant headache pain every day, which along with that, I have tons of nausea and other really non-enjoyable things. But when I first started testosterone, after like a couple days, like I was like, oh wow, like I'm feeling better. And that was something that I heard could happen because headache people are usually biological females, and it has a lot to do with the estrogen, because actually the estrogen drops are what give headaches and cause mass hormonal change, not necessarily so much estrogen, which is why actually a lot of women who do get headaches and who get pregnant, they tend to feel a lot better in terms of their headaches. So I was really hopeful that I was going to see change, and I definitely did. I saw that my headaches were more stable. I saw that my pain threshold could change throughout the course of a day instead of just being stagnant, which for me is like a really big deal. I've been sick for over 2 years now, and I've done like just about everything. So this was the first time where I did something and it was like really quick change. But now the weather's been crappy, and I just sort of like started to roll into this really bad cycle of head pain. Today's actually, I'm like probably at like an 8-9 out of pain, but the difference is that even just a matter of months ago, a 9-10 pain would knock me out. I would not even be able to make this video, but I'm standing here and I did a short workout for my resting day, even though I feel like crap. So that's definitely progress. But overall, I would say that the fact that I'm now chemically and hormonally male and my body's adjusting, according to my neuro team, that is basically what, like, part of what could be involved in my really bad headache cycle right now. But the hope is that once my period stops, and hopefully even before that, as my body starts to really adjust to not having all this estrogen, that I will feel like significantly better. So I'm really looking forward to that. What else? I guess that's it for my testosterone update. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I don't think so. But there will be another one next week, so don't even worry about it. If you're interested in seeing what changes are in my physique, check out my Instagram or my Twitter. It's JDEUX_T, the letter. And you can see really more of what my progress is. But thanks for watching and celebrating with me, and thank you so much for supporting me throughout these big changes. It's really exciting to be able to share them, and I hope that by sharing them, I'm also helping people who care about me to have a greater understanding, as well as, of course, the trans community. If you have not transitioned, these are the types of changes you're going to experience. So I hope they get you jazzed. All right, guys. Have an awesome day.